What's up, guys? We are back. We're looking at some MLB home run derby props today. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a really quick video for me. The home run rules are a little bit different this year, so I'm going to talk about that and some plays that I'm a little bit interested in today for the home run derby. And on Prizepicks, we do have that free square of Pete Alonso to have just one home run today. Should be an easy win over there. So let's get into these plays. But if you want, all my plays are available over in the DubClub. And of course, I post MLB and WNBA player props over on the DubClub, and you can get it right now for literally only $5 for the next 2 weeks. That includes all of my home run derby plays for today. You guys get to see my dollar amounts and everything. My Prizepicks profit is over $5,000, super profit over $1,300. So if you want all my plays for the MLB, WNBA, things like that, join the DubClub. It's only $5. Link to join is down in my description. And the WNBA comes back tomorrow. We have hit 8 of our last 10 WNBA plays, so don't miss out on joining that. Link is down there in my description. If you want some more free plays from me, give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props. Post some more free plays over on Twitter over there, so don't miss out on joining that. But let's get into home run derby today. Just play responsibly, natural risk. Leave a like in the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing is having those post notifications on so you don't miss out on these lines moving and things like that. But let's take a look here at the home run derby boards. You can see right here on the Prizepicks board currently, they have home runs, 450 feet plus home runs, and then home runs combined. So a lot of interesting categories on the board, but I do expect them to put things on the board like max CV, exit velocity, things like that. So they should probably have more categories on the board a little bit later, which more plays will be on the DubClub. I already have UnderDog plays posted on the DubClub as well. But let's take a look here at the home run derby today. So they really changed up the rules on me, and it's really hard to find home run derby news, somewhat surprisingly. So they actually changed the format this year, which I did not realize at first. But really, they are not doing a first round this year, so pretty much all these guys are going to hit at the same, not the same time, but they're all going to hit, and the top 4 just get thrown into the semifinals where they do eventually play off against each other. Because last year, it would have been like Alonso versus Bohm, Garcia against Henderson, and going off against each other like that. But now they're all just going for those top 4 slots, which I think makes more sense, but they did change that this year and didn't really tell too many people. It wasn't very well known. I did not get the memo at first, but so it's going to really change things up here because you could see a lot of value on some lines last year. Now it's a little bit tougher to kind of choose some overs or some unders for these home run player props. But this is going to be in Texas, which is a very hitter-friendly stadium, especially for pole hitters. And there are 2 main pole hitters on this board right now. It's going to be Jose Ramirez, and that's also going to be Adolis Garcia. And I think Garcia could be in a nice spot considering he's playing at home for his home runs here. He's going to be at home in Texas. And with him also being that pole hitter, I think there's a good chance that he could have 23 or more home runs. He's going to want to shout for the fans because he's playing at home. He also did not do super great last year. He only had, I think, 17 of them. And really, he should just want to bounce back and be a little bit more motivated this time around. Plus, last time he was playing against his friends, so maybe he wasn't extra motivated then either. But Jose Ramirez here, I think, is also a really, really nice spot. He only had, I believe, 17, not last year, but the year before, I think it was. I think back in like 2022. 2021, I think it was, he was in the home run derby. Didn't do super well. Kind of the same thing. I think he can bounce back a little bit and just try a little bit harder this time, maybe. On top of that, though, he is that pole hitter, which could be very, very nice here. This one is at 19.5 on UnderDog, though. So if you're going to lock in Jose Ramirez's home runs, I do like the over 19.5 over on UnderDog. So I think both those spots are pretty damn good for the most part. There could be a little bit of value on Bobby Witt's under, considering he's expected to go last, I think. Don't quote me on that. But if you could find the order for the home run derby, I can't find it anywhere. But I believe Bobby Witt will be batting last, if I'm not wrong. I think there could be a little bit of value there, because if he's in the top 4, he's probably not going to try super hard to just get a higher seed, like the 1, 2, or 3 seed. Technically, he could, but if he's batting last, he's just trying to get that top 4 spot, I think, and there could be a little bit of value on the under there. Maybe find some value in the home run combos on the under as well. The distance is a little bit harder to kind of judge here. I do think that Garcia will at least hit 450 plus. I'd be kind of shocked if he didn't. So I think that has a little bit of value there, but there is obviously that push potential right there at 1, over 1 home run, 450 plus feet. So I think that's pretty solid. I'm not really going to touch Ramirez or Bohm, but I think there is a little bit of value on the under, considering their line is like 437 feet, 442 feet, like over under right there on sportsbooks. So for him to hit 450 plus would be even tougher. So I think there's a little bit of value on the unders here for Bohm and then Ramirez, especially Bohm kind of, because he's only expected to hit like 18, 19 home runs in the home run derby. So I think there could be a little bit of value there. But it's just a really tough number. I hate taking half player props. If you're on a sportsbook, you want to try to play them to win the home run derby. I think Gunnar Henderson is in a pretty nice spot as well. I don't hate the spot for Gunnar there. 23.5 is a little bit of a steep number, but I don't absolutely hate it. I think it could be a pretty solid spot for the over. And like I said earlier, it is a hitter stadium. He's not necessarily a pull hitter, but I do think that has a little bit of value there. Pete Alonso, I'm going to kind of stay away from. I do think he's going to be extra motivated this time around. I do think he will have a pretty good day, but 26 home runs is definitely a little bit on the steeper side. I think he could be sitting anywhere between like 23-ish and just, make it to the next round of the semifinals. And for those who don't know, Pete Alonso has won the home run derby twice, and the record is 3 home run derbies won by Ken Griffey Jr. So he is going to tie that record if he wins this one. He is the most favored guy to win the home run derby today, and so he's really going to be extra motivated there to kind of get that record, considering he was so bad last year. He didn't even make it out of the first round, so he's going to be extra motivated this time around. He definitely wants that record, so I think Pete Alonso will have a pretty good day, but if the 26 number is pretty damn steep, maybe you want to throw that into a home run combo prop on the over of some guys like Alonso and Gunnar Henderson maybe, but that 46.5 number is pretty damn steep, but there could be a little bit of value there. But those are kind of my thoughts overall. I mean, I think for the home run derby in the stadium and for the type of hitters, like I said earlier, I think Ramirez and Garcia are in pretty nice spots, but I personally have not locked their over in necessarily. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up locking in Jose Ramirez over 19.5 home runs over on UnderDog. I think I'm going to end up doing that. I'm just going to put that out there. But UnderDog definitely has a place here. If you see Gunnar Henderson on the board when it comes to exit velocity, EV, if you see that, I do like him over about 110.2, 110.7. He might be at a 111. I'd probably stay away there. But like on UnderDog, he's at like 110.7 max EV. I do like that over. Anyways, thank you for watching. You get all my home run derby plays over in the DubClub. And we'll be back tomorrow with some WNBA player props. We have the WNBA slate back tomorrow. Really thankful for that. And hopefully you guys enjoy this MLB All-Star break and the home run derby today. If you guys are watching it, it's really, really fun to watch, by the way. If you guys have not seen the home run derby before, it's really, really awesome to watch. I would recommend it. Anyways, quick one for me. Thank you for watching. If you want to see I made over $5,000 on Prizepicks, watch this video right here.